Don't bet on Beyonce, sell AMC stock now. AMC stock will only get a temporary bump from Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Now keep note that this was posted by Investor Place. Investor Place hedge fund MarketWise LLC has been facing massive losses. Will they be the next to go down? Now yes, that is good news and all, but I wanted to take a step away from the FUD articles and go over to what happened to the good guys. But before we start today's video, one thing I gotta ask you guys, does this scare you at all? Or are you absolutely numb to these BS FUD articles? What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover with AMC, GameStop, then the S&P 500 and the overall market. So make sure to watch until the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. All I ask in return, it's free. It's one click of a button. Please hit the like button on this video. Also, if you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Mark R. Hake, CFA, was once a major contributor of Investor Place articles. His last publication on this website is now over a year ago, October 5th. So keep this guy in mind. He used to post for Investor Place and his articles were actually pretty solid. In fact, all of the companies that he gave his analysis on were actually pretty spot on. So what happened to this guy? Well, he was pushing the narrative that AMC was actually a bullish buy and that the company was going to grow over time and was not at its true fundamental value. May 24th of 2021, he quoted, "If you followed all of that, the conclusion is that AMC stock is worth between 15 and 17.20. This is 18 to 28% higher than today's price of 13.42. Then on June 14th, he said AMC stock could be worth 80 on its own merits. Everyone thinks AMC stock has moved up too far, too fast. Most analysts think it's overvalued. But I'm here to show you how it might not be as expensive as it seems. In fact, my model shows that it could be worth under certain circumstances up to $79.72 per share. So even when AMC ran up to $77 or $72 or so, this guy said, listen, it's still not even at true value, even though analysts are saying that it's way overbought. Finally, November 29th, the last time we saw him write an article for Investor Place, AMC is set to return to free cash flow profitability and could rise to $52. In quotes, right now, AMC has a market cap of $20.56 billion, but if we assume that free cash flow could hit 10% of sales next year or $466 million, the market value could easily hit $23.3 billion to $31.07 billion. Moral of the story, I guess when you go against the narrative, you don't get to have your analysis published anymore. Moving on, Citadel was involved with coordinated collusion to remove buying to prevent a short squeeze against their AMC and GameStop positions in January of 2021. Well, what has Citadel been up to since? Does this look like a thriving company to you or a hedge fund trying to stay afloat? Now, we know Citadel has all of these securities sold, not yet purchased, but take a look at these articles. This is what Citadel has been up to. Here's why Citadel's customers are about to lose. Citadel finance bond lost 10%. Trading revenue slides 35%. You go down the entire list. They were fined for multiple different things. Their customers are losing money. Their trading has been losing money. They have all of these securities sold, not yet purchased. They're getting targeted for high frequency trading, yada, yada, yada. Citadel is not doing solid. So just remember what you're holding for. Now, speaking of Citadel, the market maker, let's talk about another one. Here are some stocks that outperformed Virtu in the past month. And you can see down here, AMC Entertainment up 36%. Outperforming Virtu, one of the largest market makers afloat right now, and another one of our old quote-unquote meme stocks, NKLA, also up 56%. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but the Hollywood writers vote to approve contract deal that ended strike as actors negotiate, so it's completely dealt with. Now, let's talk about what AMC is predicted, by InvestorTurf at least, for their earnings upcoming. They're expected to report a loss of 48 cents per share in its upcoming financial report. This is 76% higher than the loss from the same time last year. Revenues are predicted to be $1.15 billion, which is 19.1% more than what they earned last year during the same quarter. Stock is currently ranked as Zacks number 2, which means it's a good buy according to some experts. So they are predicting AMC to report a loss still, but up 76% from last year, and then revenues up 19% from last year as well. But in my opinion, AMC may just blow this out of the water, especially with how the box office looks, adding over $72 million for the weekend alone, and then Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I mean, there's not much more to say here. Touching on AMC's chart real quick, we're trading at $10.08. that's up 2.65% on the day, and we are looking extremely bullish right now as we speak. We're sitting on the 15-minute time frame, and we are in this ascending channel. It's a very, very fast ascending channel. It doesn't look like something that's sustainable unless we run essentially back up to all-time highs. So just keep that in mind, that we may see a cool off very, very soon, either at 1035 or 1075. Right now, I think AMC could push a little bit higher, but we may see a little bit of a cool off at some point this week. So just keep that in the back of your head. Also keep in mind that this is moving with the S&P 500. It's staying green with the S&P 500. Now on the daily, it looks even better. We broke above this level that we were tracking at $8.60 and then $9, and now we are scaling back up to this resistance right around $10.75. That is the next big level, in my opinion, for AMC, and then you're looking between $13 and $14 for AMC to scale up to after we get a clean break over $10.75. Now, if you didn't see my price prediction video, this lines up very, very similar to what happened before the January run up in 2021, which also gets me excited. However, there are a lot of shares available to borrow against it, 4 million according to Socko Tracker. Call to put ratio, we are winning on the options chain, and we saw a little bit of gamma last week. Coming into this week, 31,000 calls expiring in the money compared to 3,000 puts, so we are slaughtering on the options chain. And then the weeks following is very bullish on the options chain as well, but they are not letting up on these short exempts. They are dumping short exempts on AMC, trying to hold this thing down, and the higher we go, the more you're likely to see short exempts stack up. GameStop got a nasty boom boom candle, trading at $16.10, up 4.5% on the day. This thing is going absolutely nuts right now. It didn't even get resistance at $15.80. It got the slightest bit, right? The slightest bit snap through, clean break, and I'm watching that level at $16.30. I think today or tomorrow we're going to hit that level for GameStop, and that is either going to decide a hard rejection or get a clean break over that to start scaling to higher highs. GameStop, 650,000 shares available to borrow. Call to put ratio, we are now winning on the options chain, so that is one bullish thing to see, but these short exempts are still high for GameStop. Keep that in mind as well. Now, before we get into the SPY and some additional stuff to close out the video, if you guys want to join the Discord, the link is right under the video. I'm in there on the daily. We talk stocks all day long. The past couple days have been quiet, but it does get good in there. And if you have any questions, whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, somebody, including myself, will answer them. And overall, it's just the best vibes in there. We also have options trading alerts in there that are getting upgraded. I have an update coming to Discord as well, a channel that I'm adding, and it's just the place to be. So get in the Discord. The link is in the top of the description and pinned in the top comments. And if you want up to 16 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock, so a chance at 32K, and a guaranteed Tesla or Google stock, and $50 sent to your account, use my link, sign up for Moomoo, and make a deposit of any amount to start earning benefits from there. The more you deposit, the more stocks you get, so make sure to go do that. Plus, you're getting a great platform to trade on, level 2 order book data, and some additional benefits from there. SPY is trading at 434.83, up 0.6% on the day. Broke above this level at 431.20 that we were watching. Coming up to resistance, I'm watching 435.65, and then there is a gap fill right up to 438.57. So 438.57 is the level I'm watching for the SPY to fill a gap come this week before getting rejected and falling back down even further. If we get rejected at that gap fill level, I would watch for a base at 431.20 or 431.50. I think we did get a clean break over, but we didn't base solid enough. Not only that, but the volume has decreased on this day, showing buyers were in control. But once you broke over this resistance level, there's a bit more supply here than we thought, and the bulls are running out of power. Bitcoin trading at 27,500, continuing to get a bounce off of this trend line and then fight this resistance level. Just watch to see what Bitcoin does correlated over to the SPY. Again, remember, the September-October cycles may be coming very close to an end, so I wouldn't be surprised again if the SPY or Bitcoin decided to rally very, very soon, especially seeing that there is a lot of fear in the market. This may just be the time to buy, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Now, according to Bank of America, consumer funds just saw their largest 2-week outflows since February of 2014. Since we're talking about Bank of America, they have $110 billion in paper losses on debt securities. But guys, everything is fine, right? Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Go follow me on Twitter, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, have post notifications on, get your free stocks, pop in the Discord. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.